Hi friends, I don't typically make sort of vlog style content, especially sort of hybrid style where I've still got my nice microphone and my setup and all that stuff, but I am gonna try to do some live streaming this month. Now, folks who've been watching this channel for a long time know that I've talked about doing live streaming forever. For especially all year, I made reference to it in an older video where I was basically encouraged by a certain algorithm wizard to diversify my content a little bit. Now, he's sort of changed his tune. He really kind of wants me focusing on videos and specific types of videos. So as a bit of a, call it an act of rebellion, I want to do some more live streaming and not D&D. Well, maybe. I mean, I might be doing some D&D prep, but I also just want to play some Hades. The problem is I have never gotten my streaming setup figured out, but I finally got a new gaming chair. I finally got a screen that's going to help hide my background. So for those of you who've been watching my videos where I've been doing collaborations with Mega or with Luboffin, you've seen my closet in the background. It's been in the background of some other videos I've been filming that are from that perspective, where it's the camera from my computer shooting out in this direction. I wanted to kind of finally polish up my streaming setup a little bit. So what we're going to do today is I'm finally going to figure out how to stream. How to get everything hooked up. I'm going to get my Nintendo Switch running, and we are going to get it all sorted. So come along with me for this little journey while I try to figure out how to be a streamer. Something I have done successfully in the past and don't remember how to do. Let's do it. But before we proceed, I'd actually like to take this opportunity to thank today's sponsor, eWin, for sending me this fantastic gaming chair. They sent me the eWin Flash XL size upgraded series ergonomic computer gaming office chair with pillows, and I actually really needed an ergonomic chair. I have really severe back problems, so having a chair that's kind of designed with that in mind helps a lot. And it actually has a 4-way lumbar support, and I thought I was using the chair wrong. When I first sat down, the positioning was all the way down at the base of my spine, which isn't really where I needed it. I needed it a little higher. And I was trying to figure out the right way to do it, but then I realized this dial on the side is how you adjust the lumbar support to exactly the spot on your back that you need. So now I've got it right where it needs to be positioned, which is such a huge help and so much relief. I've had to get like seats and pillows and things for all the various office chairs I've had for my entire adult life. I've always needed some sort of little cushion for my butt or whatever to sort of reposition where my spine is on the office chair. But with this one, I can move the ergonomic support of the chair to the place on my back where I need the support. And man, oh man, as somebody who spends a lot of time sitting in a chair all day, this helps so much. The chair was really easy to assemble. I didn't get a lot of good footage of it, but I was able to put it together pretty quickly, and I am not an especially handy guy. So if you're in the market for a gaming chair, or if you've been putting off getting a new one, as I had been doing for a long, long time, check out eWin. And they have some really fantastic selections. You don't have to get this one. There's a lot of great options. So if you're in the market for a new gaming chair, if you've been putting off replacing your office chair, as I had been doing, please consider checking out eWin. There is also a link in the description. If you use the link in the description and use the code SUPERGEEK when you check out, you'll get 25% off your order. So once again, visit the link in the description and use the code SUPERGEEK at checkout for 25% off of your order. And using that link also helps support this channel because it lets them know that I sent you there, which really helps out. So once again, go visit eWin, use the link in the description, get yourself a heavy-duty gaming chair, and go have some fun. So the first step was to set up my new computer. My dad actually just recently retired from his job. He had a computer that he used to use that he doesn't use anymore. There's a very, very minor, like, water stain on the screen, which they mentioned to me like 3 different times. Just so you know, if you're going to take this computer, there's a water stain. I don't care about it at all. It's barely noticeable. So the first part of the process was just getting all my presets figured out and getting this computer ready to use. There we go. Now we're back on brand. Then I had to get OBS set up on the new computer, and this is the part I was the most worried about because I had had a lot of difficulty in the past trying to get OBS to record my screen and the audio from my screen specifically. That's the part I was dreading about this process. It turns out I didn't need to worry. I swear to Christ, it has taken me... I have spent so much energy on this device, this computer, trying to get the audio from the computer to record onto OBS, for it to hear the audio. But here, good. And the microphone, hold on, the microphone's being picked up separately, so I can record both at the same time. I have been playing with the settings on this other computer for ages. One of the reasons that I wanted a streaming computer of some kind is so I wouldn't have to keep messing with the settings. And now it's fixed. It's just fixed. They fixed it. I'm so happy. This is what I look like when I'm really happy that something is so much easier than I've expected it to be. I'm relieved and satisfied, and this is me feeling good about what's happening. I like how easy this was. Do I seem like I like how easy it was? This isn't aggravating at all, that it was the easiest thing in the world and it was just a basic function of OBS. I would love to know how long it has been. Has it always been? So with one task done and one existential crisis under my belt, it was time to move on to the capture card. It took a while to get the capture card to display the image from the Switch on the monitor, but then I realized I just had the cables plugged into the wrong ports, so once I flipped them, that was an easy solve. So once that was sorted and I was able to run everything into my computer so OBS could read the Switch, I just had to figure out my overlay. I had an old one from when I used to go live. I'm sure I'll adjust it as time goes on, but I just wanted to make the chat a little bit easier to read and swap out a couple of the icons since I don't use Twitter anymore, so I wanted to replace that with Blue Sky. I wanted to make sure my Ko-fi was on there. So once that was all set up, all that was left was to do a test stream. So I pulled up an old save of Hades that I hadn't touched in more than 2 years, and I went live on Twitch. You could hear Meg, the music is not overpowering me. This is not a gameplay I'm going to resume long form because I don't remember any of what's going on in this playthrough. I'm going to start a new one. As I was saying, they put out a new Hades game very recently, and I'm like, oh, I want to play that. But also, I want to play more of Hades 1, which I liked a lot. I also want to get footage of it for, like, future videos and stuff. And I also, I don't know, would love to get more things accomplished, but, I don't know, it feels like there's certain boons that I always wanted to unlock in this version that I've just never encountered. So I want to give Hades 1 another run through and do it on stream for people who didn't play it and just want to, like, experience it with me. Oh, this is the power I got. Oh, this is cool. And we'll talk more about what's happening and all the... Because I'm sure all of this is basically incomprehensible and just seems like random button smashing, which I want to be very clear. That is 100% what I'm doing. But I think this story is fantastic, and I'm really excited to do it on stream properly. It says I only have to survive another 4 seconds. 1 hit point. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Yes, I can't let Oddwick know that I'm ahead of schedule on my videos. I'm terrible at the lava level of this game because I always stand in the lava. And you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, I played a Minotaur fighter named Maku the Gregarious, who specifically, like, had been through a tragedy and sort of, like, weirdly dropped all of his old, like, rage from, like, being a Minotaur. And so he even got, like, the GM gave me, like, rage gauntlets or something, and I was like, oh, can I exchange these? And they're like, what? And I was like, I don't want to be ragey. Like, that's not, like, that's very specifically not part of his character, is he is not ragey. Oh my god, those Death Defiances went fast. There's one boon for Poseidon that I never got. No. Well, but screw it. I get some more health. That's great. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I don't even get to enjoy it. Eat it all up, eat it all up, eat it all up. Take it, take it, take it, take it. Take the darkness, take the gems. Oh. Jeepers peepers. Okay, I would say that was a pretty successful test. I think that was a pretty successful live stream, so I'm going to do some more live streaming. In fact, this week I am going to go live on Thursday. I'm going to go live on Thursday. I'm aiming for like around 1:30, 2 o'clock Pacific time. It's going to depend on sort of what else I'm working on as far as videos that I need to edit this week, and also what time my child goes down for a nap. But looking around that time, it's going to be on Twitch, so if you are not following me on Twitch, go hop on over there. But that's the plan right now, is maybe do a live stream every week or two and play a little bit of Hades and hang out a little bit more. I also have a Patreon live stream coming up, and that's going to be announced in another video this week, so make sure you are joining that if you are interested in a little bit more long-form Q&A where I'm able to sort of take more questions and answer them a little bit more in depth. And thank you again to eWin for sponsoring this video and for providing this chair. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later this week for some more videos, and until next time, play fair and have fun.